Nighthawk Custom T3 Stainless. And basically what this is the ultimate in carry 1911 pistols. Nighthawk Custom makes all their guns handmade, and this one's no exception. First impression of this gun, looking at it, getting to hold it in my hands, I'll close it so you can get a chance to see what it looks like up close. That side you can see the T3 etched in, and then Nighthawk Custom on this side. This thing just screams positive traction all over it. The angled grip serrations, the serrated slide top, even the back of the slide, the commander style hammer for the officer size gun. The side plates on the grip are made of G10, and they are ridged. By the way, I showed you this is empty. There's nobody behind the camera. It's on a tripod. I'm out here all by myself today. So if you feel like I'm swinging it, you get freaked out, there's nobody here. If you shoot at a range, you always want to keep the muzzle of your gun pointed downrange. And this is downrange for me. So if that's you, I'm doing this to show you, for the sake of the gun, how good it looks, what it looks like. But as far as safety disciplines go, you always want to keep the muzzle of your gun pointed downrange, and really, you want to keep the slide open. There's no way of it firing or anything dangerous happening if that were the case. Okay, the sides, the flat surfaces are hand polished, and then the other surfaces are a matte stainless finished. That goes for the frame too. The frame is polished on the side, and then it has a matte finish underneath, and you'll be able to see it close up in the pictures exactly what it looks like. This is a 45 ACP match barrel. One of my favorite things about this gun, honestly, one of my totally favorite things, is the barrel bushing and the crown barrel, how they fit together. I don't know, I don't want to get too close so that it gets blurry, but it almost looks as if this barrel bushing and the crowning in the barrel looks like it's one piece. It is unbelievable how tight this is. The trigger, they say it's about 3.5 pounds. I would venture to say that if it were a hunting rifle, it would feel like it was about 2, definitely under 3. But just because the trigger is light, you know, this is a single action, which means it has to be cocked in order to be fired. It cannot be just pull the trigger and then the hammer cocks itself and then fires too, which would be a double action. Even though it's a single action trigger, which you can see it's skeletonized there also, it's very, what's the word? It's very crisp. It's a light trigger, but it's not loose. So there's a solid wall, there's no take up, and it just breaks. So as this is marketed as a carry gun, I would not worry about carrying this thing cocked and locked, which is one in the chamber, hammer cocked, and then the safety up. It's not an ambidextrous safety. It's just a right-handed safety. Thing, I don't think I'm going to have trouble getting and keeping a grip. I think I'm going to be able to pull the trigger and just be able to keep my grip because of how well this thing is. It's like Velcro in your hand, honestly. That's what it feels like. Lastly, before I shoot here, I want to show you the magazine well, which is beveled on the interior. Let me open this. So I'm not pointing it at myself. But it's beveled on the interior, so the magazines go in easier. And then look at this. See that it's open, so look at this. It's the edges are cut off. So whether you're right or left-handed and you're getting a grip on it, these corners are not going to be digging into your hand. Even for all of this rigid grip texture, it's super comfortable. There's nothing here digging into the palm of my hand. So I'm going to be able to shoot this barehanded, I believe, very confidently and very comfortably. So I'm going to drop a couple mags in. I'm at 15 yards. I want to see what accuracy looks like out of this thing at 15 yards. Comes with 2 magazines. Both are branded Nighthawk, but are kind of a Wilson Combat style magazine and follower. Okay, safety's on, but we are hot. Make sure I'm lined up here. Safety off. These are spear lawmen. Yep, I got. That was it. You saw it and I didn't. There were no feeding problems. Again, this is Spear Lawman, 230 grain, full metal jacket. No feeding problems, safety's on. Feels good for a full-size round. The recoil is totally manageable. Okay, I'm gonna take you down and we'll see what this looks like. Okay, let's see what we got here. At first I was a little scared because I only saw a few on my shoot and see, but all the rest are up here, like 4 touching here, some over here. Not bad size, well under the size of a dinner plate, and I'd never shot those sights before, and shooting from a distance of 45 feet / 15 yards. I moved up to about 7 yards, or about 20-21 feet. I'm gonna take one magazine and go real slow, take my time, and see what I can do on that 6-inch target that's down there. See how it looks. And then I'm gonna take another magazine and go fast. So you should be able to see, it's a shoot and see target, you should be able to see where my impacts are from that point of view. Look at that. Another failure to feed. My hand loads, the case overall length has got to be too short, and that's frustrating. That's not fair to this gun. I did not bring enough factory ammo, and that's my fault. That's a shame. All right, so I got 6. Let's see how we do. Super smooth. That's not bad. I see 4 of the 6 touching. The rest is in a group that big. Let's take another one. Take our time. See if this first one will feed. Yes. Awesome. That is beautiful. I'll take you down so you can see it. Gun's empty. Magazine out, laying on my table facing away from me and you. We're gonna have a walk down. Look at this. This is what we're looking for. I don't know what happened here. I imagine that would be ebbs. But these, and that one, who knows what happened there. I was sighting my rifle in earlier, so I got some dots covering the target. So I don't know what happened over there or that one, but I'm happy with that. That's fantastic. Let's not blame that the Nighthawk on that misfeed, that it happened twice. This round, the case overall length is messed up on it. Hopefully you can see that. I put the camera on macro, and I hope I'm not too close. But that's a 1/4 inch difference there, which is like mountains of problems at different sizes. I will say one thing for this Nighthawk, after I've got to put a little over 100 rounds through it so far of mixed ammo. It seems finicky with the hand loads. However, the cases are not crimped. That is not the most friendly to this gun in particular. So the cases are not crimped, and the case overall length is not necessarily made for this gun. It's just going by standard load out of a load book. But I will also say this in favor of the Nighthawk, that even though we've had some failures to go into battery, that is, when the magazine's out, you insert the magazine and then charge the slide, that's where the issue's been. So with all of these the same overall length, you know, we have not had a problem after that first one with any failures to feed. The gun on its own, operating automatically, you know, pull the trigger, it's feeding everything perfect. So I will give it that. That is definitely a plus in favor of this gun. It's only the initial feed to go into battery and not failures to feed while I'm firing. So that's a good thing for the Nighthawk that I need to point out and be fair. Another thing is, in regards to this gun and shooting it, and you could probably tell as you're watching, there's zero recoil. I mean, this thing is just, it's a puppy dog. The way, not accurate as you can see, but it's so mild that I could just shoot it all day. It's not jarring me, I'm not flying all over the place. It's very, very comfortable to shoot, and I have confidence that that is where a lot of the accuracy is coming from, is the lack of recoil and how comfortable it is. Once I'm in the ready position, and then once I go out, I mean, it's just a pop is all it's doing. It's not bad at all. So I'm gonna keep it going. I wanna make sure this gun gets a fair shake. I am impressed so far. The overall makeup, the accuracy, the comfort. The only downside has been the frustration of that initial failure to go into battery, but it's with hand loads. It didn't do that with the spears, and it didn't do that with the Magtex that I mixed in, okay? So we're gonna go for the top target there. Gonna keep filling the holes up. I'm gonna try to aim right a little bit and see if I can't fill up the middle of the target. Safety off. There it is. I mean, it comes down right back to where I just had it. It honestly feels, I'll tell you what, let's do one-handed. Okay, we're good. Totally mild for a 45 ACP one-handed, and you can see that shoot and see down here. While I walk down, all this yellow, 2 holes touching here. This was from last time, and all the rest is from those 2 magazines. And that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for, that we expected out of this gun. I'm liking it. While it's open, get a look at the crowning on that barrel. Nobody behind the tripod. I'm on this side. And then the beveled mag well. And then also the G10 grip panel that I was talking about. Slick stuff. Got another one for you. Flip it off a macro. Ah! The Nighthawk does not like reloads. Let it be known. If the case overall length is not perfect, it's not gonna like you. Hit, 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 hit. That was enjoyable. All right, folks. Nighthawk T3 Custom Stainless. High knee straight 8 night sights. G10 grip panels. Positive traction galore everywhere. Accurate. Reliable. With factory ammo. Don't forget that. Skeletonized 3.5 pound trigger. Checkering everywhere. Custom mags. This one's smoking. Good times. Hope you enjoyed this. This is Ebbs with House of Guns. Happy shooting, everybody.